Thank you so much for joining me today, Gideon, on Flyer Overtime. How are you doing today?
Doing great, Colin. I appreciate you for having me.
My first question is, how did you get into playing football?
So I always played football since like third grade, but soccer was my main sport up until middle school. And then I just got a little too big, and then I had no choice to put on the pads. So, yeah.
Why did you choose to play football at the University of Dayton?
I chose to play here because I specifically loved my visit here, and just spending time with the players on the team really sold it to me, and I've loved it since.
What's a typical practice and game day look like for you?
So typical practice day, wake up, you have your meetings in the morning, maybe lifting, then you have class, a couple classes a day, then get to the practice facility about hour and a half early, get in the hot tubs, then another meeting, then practice. And then game day specifically, wake up super early, you have walkthrough, team breakfast, meetings, and then head to the field. Yeah.
Is that also with like game day as well?
Yeah, just pretty much the same thing. It's definitely a great routine to get into. You know, I have a few rituals, but I love it.
What are your rituals like during game days?
Okay, yeah. So very I've been doing this game day ritual since my sophomore year of high school, and I've stuck to it to a T. But so I normally start. I take a shower in the morning, or if games are at night, I take a shower somewhat before the game, and then after the shower, I normally watch my highlights from the weeks previously, and then I take a nap. So I don't know if I said I took a nap, but take a nap after that. And then I listen to a very specific playlist. It's changed over the years, but the order is very specific before I walk onto the field. And I've done that it's probably about 6 years now. And it's definitely, I wouldn't be the same on game day without it. But yeah.
How is being named a Defensive Player of the Week help impact your confidence and approach to the game?
Yeah, definitely helps. Especially like my coach says, for our position group, being a linebacker, you gotta have that supreme confidence. And getting that award, it was great then, and it's still in the back of my mind now. But you just gotta attack every week the same, relentlessly preparing and just being ready to go. Because it's a demanding spot, and our coach has coached us so well just to be ready for it.
How do you be a leader and mentor towards freshmen and transfer students?
It's definitely a big part, because I think to myself when I was coming in, and switching from high school, to Division I football, it's not easy, and you definitely it's definitely a rude awakening, especially coming from a smaller school and having the older guys, especially in my position group, be there to talk to me, just asking me if I'm okay, how my day's going. That definitely helped me. And so ever since I've become a junior upperclassman on the team, I've made it kind of a goal of mine to ask the freshmen, new guys, just how they're doing, not particularly talk about football, just how class is going and stuff like that.
How would you describe the culture of the team and what role you play in it?
Culture of the team is great. It's definitely a bunch of gritty guys. We're just every day we're trying so hard just to get better every day and go 1-0 every week. And it's kind of regardless what's happening in the game, everyone's given 100% effort and just relentlessly playing as hard as they can. And coaches have a lot to do with it too, just keeping us together and constantly reinforcing our own culture and just some of our sayings that we have.
How has the change in coaching staff affected the culture of the team?
It's definitely had a tremendous impact. Still all the same players here. Definitely bringing in kids they're bringing in stuff, but it's just installed a new culture, kind of. Just some of the messaging, especially our coach, one big thing, because he knows he's a new coach. He knows the program, like, had the same head coach for so many years, but one of his sayings is respect the past and define the future. And it's giving a nod to the past, but it's also saying, like, you know, what happened then, you know, already happened, and we just got to focus on striving and still keep winning.
What have you learned over the years of being part of this Flyer football family?
Learn, especially being here. The guys here love football more than anyone else. I mean, it's so much fun. Just being with the guys, traveling to awesome places. Like last year we went to San Diego. This year we were in New York, and last year we were also in North Carolina playing. And just being able to travel with your best friends that you've made in college and just playing the sport you love is just, there's nothing like it. And I'm so lucky to be a part of this program.
How can the UD football program help incoming freshmen and any transfer students strive of who they want to become?
Definitely starts with your position coaches. Head coach he'll have a meeting with everyone on the team at least a couple times a year. And from then he'll talk about like what you're doing, what you want in your life, and just stuff like that, just personal stuff, not all just about football. And specifically your position coaches can help you with whatever you need. I mean, I know I was struggling with stuff last year, and I just leaned on my coaches, my teammates, and as long as you build those connections, they'll help you down the line.
How's your work ethic on and off the field different?
It's not too different. Definitely spend so much time doing schoolwork and studying. Definitely been a huge goal of mine to just have a good GPA, set myself up for future success, especially keep my parents proud because I know they're sacrificing for me to come here. But also it's just repeated like processes, my routines throughout the day, because I have some time where I do schoolwork. I have time where I need to study, film, watch practice, all the meetings. It's all really similar if you really think about it. And just doing that every day and staying consistent. It's definitely hard to stay consistent sometimes, but as long as you keep trying day to day, it's definitely going to help.
Who do you credit for supporting you on your football journey?
Has to be my parents. Everything they've done for me, I'm so thankful. Yeah, just giving me rides to practice, being able to support me enough to go to the University of Dayton, it just means the world. And I hope that like one day I can repay them. And I know like specifically my dad, his favorite thing is just watching me be able to play sports. My brother plays sports, like it's what he lives for. And like specifically like recently, he told me like knowing I have a game at the end of the week just like literally helps him get through work of the week. And it's just something that I'm so lucky to be able to give to my parents.
What makes UD football so special?
Definitely just the bonds you grow with your best friends on the team. I mean, we do everything together. Most of us know just about everything about each other, especially within our like position groups. Those guys are my best friends, and I just love the team. The amount of love we all have for each other is just unlike anywhere else. And yeah.
Well, I appreciate your time being here today, Gideon.
Yeah.
And I wish you good luck moving forward.
Thank you so much, Colin. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for watching. If you want to learn more about Gideon, or if you want to hear more stories from Flyer athletes, links will be in the description.